As outgoing president of IEAA, it's fabulous to be talking to you. I've had a wonderful 2 years, and it's a very exciting time for Australia and for IEAA. In fact, it was fabulous to hear from Elizabeth Jones in a panel on global competence and global citizenship saying that she wished the UK had an organisation like IEAA. It's been a really strong year, I think, for international education and hopefully increasingly for internationalisation. The Australian international education sector is doing well. It's really up. However, I think the focus is shifting. It's not an either or, it's really encompassing a greater perspective on what we really need and mean about international education and the importance of internationalising at home. And so there are great dialogues going on about how to do that. There are great dialogues going on about collaborating, and this year has really seen us working with other peak bodies around the world, engaging. We had a representative from FAUBI, the Brazilian international education peak body, here. Unfortunately, our great colleague Helen Samuels from the South African International Education Association wasn't able to make it this year. But we have had really deep and meaningful dialogues about the purpose of international higher education and what it brings both to our countries, our regions, and globally. And I think that's going to be one of the strong themes going forward. Lots of sort of nuts and bolts things happening too. The discussions that have happened about international education graduates and are they fit for purpose? What does that mean? What about global skill sets? What about the types of skills that are going to be needed by international and domestic students in a global environment and global mobility? What does it mean? What's intercultural competence? All of those things are really fabulous discussions. And then to hear the voice of international students. The panel on international students was just fabulous, actually. And I think Australia can be proud that our conferences actually have them on the stage. We're going to see more of that and demands for that around the world. CISA does a wonderful job, and I think probably in finishing, I'm just going to commend the contributions that we get from international students.